Happy Sunday, everyone. So I am just going to film myself cooking. Now, I am not very good at cooking, which is why I thought I'll film it and just have a little bit of a chat prior to deciding that I was just going to do this on a whim. I asked my boyfriend to help me prep the fruit because I'm not very good at chopping fruit. I said, no, don't like it, you know, gonna help out. So I got the pan going with the butter in it, and I set fire to the crackers at the side. So yeah, that will be my 4th kitchen fire that I have instigated in my lifetime now. So yeah, this could go either way. So I am making ginger and turmeric pancakes as part of my sort of attempt to get more whole foods into my diet and more fruit and veg and just not get bored, you know. So you need coconut oil really to cook it in. We didn't have that. They didn't have it at the shop. Sorry, the hair is a bit wild today. I've been on a dog walk this morning. So yeah, you can use butter or ghee. Is that how you pronounce it? Sorry, I'm really bad at pronouncing things as well. This week's been one I called Yosemite Park. Yosemite Park. It's my colleague in stitches. So yeah, that was I'm a bit, you know, if I do pronounce things wrong on here, you're just gonna have to let me know. And I mean no harm if it comes across as offensive, ever. So yeah, for this recipe, you do need self-raising flour. It is not plain flour like regular pancakes. I have no weighing scales, so just gonna guess. I mean, I'm making it for about 3 or 4 people, so it says 200 grams. I kind of just use my memory and just see. You need 3 eggs. So yeah, I just love a relaxing Sunday where I haven't got the children this weekend because I don't get time to cook like that when I've got both of them. I try to get them involved, but Ruby, she loved cooking. Bobby likes it a little bit. It's got better as he's got a little bit older and they do it a bit more at nursery, but he kind of just wants to take control of everything. And which is fine, but then he gets bored then after a bit. So that's my goal, is to try and attempt to do more cooking with him and let him make more choices. I think that's the kind of toddler I've got. So yeah, you use 3 eggs and just a heap of flour. In with this, you put 200 ml of coconut milk. Just need a little bit more in that. So that goes in there. So I'm just going to pour that in. And then I'm going to add a little bit of bicarbonate and soda in mine. Just to help it a little bit. I'm not going to put loads in. And then for the good stuff, so to make it nice and spicy and give it that little bit of a kick, use 1/4 tablespoon of turmeric, and it gives it that nice little orange, but you get all the health benefits of turmeric. It's really anti-inflammatory, gets your digestive system going. It's used in a lot of dishes, obviously not typical English dishes, so we don't get that into our diet. So it's just trying to incorporate more things like that into my diet, and that tastes good. And then the ginger, now this makes them taste really like a bit like gingerbread, so if you kind of like that, you'll like these pancakes. Oh, you also, I'm just going to give it a really good whack. So at the moment it is literally looking like this. So give it a good dollop of that. Ginger is also really good. So I've got ground sweet cinnamon now. Cinnamon's really good at stabilising your blood sugars, so you can often add it to porridges or baking, and it helps with that spike that is often associated with things when you have a lot more sugary dishes. But I just really feel like a sweet treat, so I want a sweet breakfast. I'm not feeling a savoury one today. Now I always put, this isn't on the recipes, you won't find it, but I love a bit of Madagascar vanilla extract in mine because, oh God, I just love the smell of vanilla, the taste of it. So I give mine a little good helping of that. I'm gonna put 2 little drops of lemon juice in this. Oh my God, yeah, done it. And 1, 2, that's it. Now, to help you absorb the effects of turmeric easily, or turmeric, is it? Oh God, turmeric. Pepper, tiniest bit, and that will help. So the next step is honey. Let's see, add some honey in it. Now, the thing is, I don't know if these are going to rise. This is going to be really interesting. I'm going to start mixing it. So yeah, I used to like cooking when Ruby was a baby, and she got a bit bigger, but she was really good at trying the foods that I made. Bobby's a bit more of a fussy eater. I don't know if any of you guys can relate to that, having fussy eaters. And pancakes are not really his vibe, so they're not something that I have make anymore. But right, so I'm just going to whisk this all together now. And try and get it that nice consistency. So yeah, Sundays for me are just about relaxing, rest, chilling. Always get outside, whether I've got the children or not. Jake has a dog, so we have to go dog walking, which gets my steps in. And obviously having 2 small children, they need to go outside, so I'm out whatever the weather. So I'm not as glamorous as or hungover as I used to be these days on a Sunday since having children. But yeah, just family wholesome Sundays, and that just helps me sort of relax before the busy week ahead starts. So look, that is going in really nice consistency, but I think I could do with a little tiny bit more to get the lumps out. I mean, anything could happen in here. I've already set fire to the crackers before I start, so nice batter. And now I really don't like crepey pancakes. I'm not into those style. I like big fluffy American style ones. And with this dish, I could do with a teensy bit more turmeric, I think. A bit more of a kick. Let's have a look. See, it's nice orangey scent. I'm probably pronouncing it wrong. I've just totally second guessed myself what it's called. Yeah, that's that fiery taste. Smell. So I am gonna add, so with the honey you don't need to add sugar, and with the vanilla, and it just balances out the more fiery flavours from the ginger and the turmeric. So, right, that to serve with this, it's typically done with fruit and yogurt. Now, there was no plain yogurt at the shop, so I'm not having yogurt on it today, but never mind. We've got mango and oranges, so that's how I like to have it, because mango and oranges typically fruits that I'm not very good at eating fruit. So I tend to bulk it in with my breakfast or my snacks with a yogurt or kefir, I don't know how to pronounce that either. Or I have it with like pancakes on the side. I'm just not one person to just pick up an apple and go, that really satisfied my sugar cravings. So when I eat it with a meal, I find that I enjoy it more. Now, I don't know how thick these will rise to, but it's a really nice thick batter. So, honestly, if you guys could see the mess in here. Yeah. So, let me know in the comments what you like doing on a Sunday, or if you've got any other breakfast brunch dishes that you like. I'm really cutting out bacon, red meat, because that became, at the beginning of autumn, winter, that became like every breakfast on a Sunday was like bacon, eggs, crumpets, hollandaise. But then started having salmon and eggs with avocado more. I like that, but Jake doesn't like avocados. But he makes the best fluffy eggs. Scrambled eggs are not my thing. Poached eggs, chef's kiss, can do them. I cannot do scrambled. I'm like a microwave one, and they go really like dry and overcooked. So yeah, I really like avocado. Some people do, some people don't. Let me know your thoughts on avocado. They've got so much vitamin E in them and the healthy fats that it's really good for your hair and your skin. And when I started eating food like that, I noticed a huge difference in my hair. It just grows now. It grows. It never used to grow before when I was younger. When I was like 17, 18, I just couldn't get my hair to grow. It was up here with all them ridiculous layers in and funky colours. Yeah, I think the 2010s to 15 was a really bad year for fashion and hairstyles, and earlier than that, like, oops. Earlier than that, like, we all used to wear the All Saints belts, the vest tops with, and yeah, Jesus Loves You on the belts. I mean, I feel like we could bring them back now. I feel like they've become vintage enough to be all right. I mean, I'd wear it. I also had some Vivienne Westwood boots, pirate boots. But yeah, everyone had like the short, spiky hair, and mine was like to here though. And we used to just so much hairspray. Because 34 soon, so I'm feeling quite nostalgic about like, oh, the fake tan as well. I was never good at it. Everybody wore fake tan. And I always looked like Donald Trump. It was always a disaster. So yeah, it's not something that I wear now, and it's not something that I'm particularly very good at putting on. And I mean, I think it makes you look so much better when you've got a tan. So I'm quarter Jamaican, and I am so pale, take after my dad's side. So unless I've been in the sun for quite a while, I get like freckles and I'm just really pasty. So yeah, ooh, this is the first pancake. It is literally like, oh my God, I cannot. I should have just brought the pans here. We're not gonna try to do that. I'll just show you when it's done. So you wanna have it on a low to medium heat so it cooks through and it gives it time to rise and you don't burn the bottom. So now I'm just gonna turn the heat up a little bit on it. The boys are patiently waiting in there for me to serve these pancakes. So I'm just gonna get some plates out. But yeah, I didn't think this through. I just thought, you know what? Just film, just chat. Yeah, this channel is just about being silly. It's about being yourself and just about playing into your own strengths and just who you are. You don't need to try hard. I think with social media, like I said before, everything is edited, everything is filtered, got AI's help. It's just not natural people anymore in the environment. And don't get me wrong, it's really entertaining. Like, it's I love YouTube more than TV. I love watching content creators. So I like it when people play in and tap into their own and show their real side. People just at home, more ASMR style, more people just, you know, doing the regular thing rather than it being like a professional TV show. I mean, there's time and a place for that, and I still do enjoy that content, absolutely, but I just feel like it's missing the old content creator style. Right, I am ready to flip this pancake, and oh. So, wow, it's got that nice golden colour. Probably shouldn't have taken it off the heat then, but it is rising and it's a big fat pancake. Yeah, there's definitely enough for 3 of us here with this mix. So yeah, that's why I'm making this kind of content, just something to relax to, something to listen. And it won't suit everyone. It's not meant to, it's just for those people that are missing that kind of content. So I really love watching it, ASMR, and I have done since 2015 when I first discovered it on YouTube. But then they started getting more professional and it lost its edge for me. I don't know if any of you guys love ASMR on here and have a favourite style, but I just felt I get the most amazing tingles from just watching people naturally and just do their normal thing without trying too hard and using loads of special effects. I feel like I'm not a person that's naturally got a voice for ASMR or that nature. I feel like some people are just born with that really calming inner Jane voice, so they suit it more than other people, which is why I think sometimes just a normal camera, no special edits, is just more relaxing because it's really like you're there with them. So that's just my view on it. And yeah, I just think I'm just gonna film, and this, oh my god, I'm so excited, it is rising. I hope it tastes good. So yeah, that's just what this is about. And I'm just like I said, trying to motivate people to make the best of what they've got and just tap into themselves a little bit and trust themselves. Like, put yourself out there, look inwards. So like last night I was talking about those things that you where you're self-sabotaging, but today I really, after that exercise, it's really important, and this is the hardest one I think, is writing what you actually like about yourself, writing what you're actually good at and your talents. Studies have shown that women are the most modest. They don't feel that they've got talents and they downplay them and often underplay their talents. Oh, should have cooked it a bit smaller, but yeah, it's fine. It's a bit bigger, but it was the first one. Anyway, underplay their talents. So the next step of stopping your self-sabotage is to start believing in yourself and discover what you actually are good at, where your talents are, and how you're gonna monetize off that, how you're gonna build on that, how you're gonna excel at it. So everyone has got an interest or a talent, whether they believe they do or not. You do. That's going to be a better one. It's a smaller one. I should have done lots of little ones. I don't know why I went in with a big dollop. but whatever. It's only going to get eaten, and I'm only testing them out on the boys in there, so it's fine. So yeah, it's where that strength lies. Like, I know that I'm not good at maths at all, and I'm not good at making things, so I wouldn't be on Etsy selling you things. But I do like talking to people, I do understand people, and that's why I did my degree in behavioural sciences. I was so intrigued by human behaviour. My jobs before have always been with people, working special needs, with children in nurseries. So that's why I thought, you know what, I'm just going to get on, see if I can connect with people. And it's been really nice, and people have commented and sharing quite personal details with me about what they're, you know, and why they're on this channel and why they're watching me. And thank you, that's really, really nice. I love hearing about it. And I'll share my life stories too, and why I've led to, you know, making the decisions that I have, and regrets and hopes. But yeah, so once you've tapped into finding what your talent is, then you can see how you can build a life you love around that, and just find moments. So, but it's really difficult to look and sit in the mirror and say, what do I like about myself? How am I going to do that? Because it's easy, you can write a list all day about what you're doing wrong, what you don't like about yourself, but you have to be honest in that sense of how you're blocking yourself, and change, not from what you don't like about yourself, but what you don't like that's blocking you. But then when you've actually got to sit down and write, I'm good at this, I love this about myself, I like that, that can be the most trickiest one to do. But it's a good exercise, because once you start believing in yourself and you don't give up on yourself, that's when the magic starts happening in life. Manifesting what you want only comes to you if you believe you deserve it. And that's my, oh, right, okay, this one's ready to flip. It only comes if you believe you deserve it. If you're walking around like someone who doesn't respect themselves, doesn't care about themselves, then you're not going to attract what you want, because you'll think you don't deserve it. So that is my, sorry, I'm just going to put this on to keep this one warm. That is my belief on it. So yeah, believing that you have the power to change your destiny, and that you're not stuck, and that you are absolutely not tied to one thing. But a lot of us don't realise that actually we are often following our parents' dreams, our friends' dreams, our culture's dreams. What kind of culture do you come from, and what does that culture value above everything else? Western culture, unfortunately, doesn't value family, doesn't value friends, and it doesn't value, it values independence, it values money, and it values status. And those things just do not align with me. Now, of course, everyone would like more money, and we've been taught though that if you want money, then that's a bad thing, that's greedy, that's oops. Is that the fire alarm?
Managed to set off the upstairs fire alarm.
The upstairs. I can't with this. Oh dear. I don't know how I've done that, but I've done it. So yeah, on that note, I'm gonna put together these turmeric, mango and orange pancakes. And stop talking to the camera. Set fire to the crackers and the fire alarm off. Happy Sunday, guys. Thanks for watching.